Hey, welcome to the channel everybody, and today we're going to be having some more fun with the air fryer. What does that mean? Well, hey, I've got some more biscuit mix out here, and I'm going to make something that you can have for maybe a lunch, a light dinner, but super simple that hopefully you may have some of these ingredients sitting around in the fridge. Today I'm going to make like a Reuben Hot Pocket. And I'm going to be making sort of like a Mexican empanada with some leftover taco meat that I had. So stay tuned. I'm going to show you how to have some more fun with an air fryer. Hey, so you heard what we're doing in the intro. We're having more fun with the air fryer. And if you watched my video on the air fried donuts, you know, there were so many things going on in my mind as I was making those donuts of other things that I could make with the air fryer. And one of them came to mind was like a hot pocket or an empanada. And so I figured, let me try it out. And I did. Later on that day, I went ahead and I messed around a little bit and came up with a pretty decent product that I would definitely pass on to you. So let's get started. So what am I going to make today? Well, I'm going to make a Reuben, and I'm going to make kind of like a Mexican empanada. I've got some leftover taco meat. I'm going to throw some black beans in there, some shredded cheddar cheese, some cilantro. I'm going to make a nice little sauce. It's going to be good. Trust me. So let's go ahead and get the first one going, and that's going to be the Reuben. This is going to be my take on a Reuben Hot Pocket. So I have some sauerkraut here. I have some deli pastrami here, and I got some Swiss cheese. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to kind of like shred up the pastrami, and then I'm going to go ahead and cover that with some Swiss cheese, some sauerkraut, get that in our little Hot Pocket dough, which I'm using the flaky grands this time. I'm then going to go ahead and bake it off in the air fryer, and it should come out pretty good because I've already done this once, and well, I'm going to show you my version. Anyway, so let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and get some things out of the way here real quick. Get some of my biscuit dough out here on my board, and we'll start assembling. So we'll be right back, and this is going to be good. Trust me. Hey, so before I actually get my dough out, let me go ahead and cut up this pastrami. Now, the reason why I cut it up is because the first one I made, I had whole slices of pastrami in there and went to bite into it and most of it fell out. So I said, well, if I break this up a little bit, it should be a little bit easier to eat and nothing all fall out and burn your lips and stuff like that on. So what I'm going to do is just kind of take my pastrami here. Sorry, I know you can't see. Silly me. And just kind of gotta shred it up a little bit. That's it. Set that to the side. Now, let's go ahead and work on the dough. This over here. Now, if you're like a lot of people that open these up, sometimes they kind of burst open, catch you by surprise. So be careful. I'm sure there are thousands of you out there that I went to open one of these, and all of a sudden, boom! So be careful. I just usually go ahead and put my fingers right up on that seam right there and give it a little push. Alright, so in this case, today, I'm going to be making 2 of each. So since I have the flaky crust, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and pull these apart a little bit, if I can. There we go. Getting these pulled apart is not too hard. The reason why I'm doing this is so they're not too doughy and that the dough does actually cook through. So, like I did, well, actually you didn't see this. Like I did before when I did my test, I go ahead and just flatten these out. Just as so. Do you need a rolling pin? Oh, heck no. Just take your fingers, push it out, flip it over, push it out until it's nice and thin. All right, got 2 done. I'll get the other 2 done. We'll be right back. So nice and flattened out a bit here. So I'm just gonna try to enlarge them a little bit more by pulling on them. Almost like it would do with if I was making a pizza. There we go. Alrighty, now do you see how thin these are? Trust me, these are gonna come out nice. Alright. Now on to the filling. Take a handful of pastrami to each. A little bit of sauerkraut. Now, I took this sauerkraut and I rinsed it. Actually, no. I took the sauerkraut and I drained the water. Then I put it in a paper towel and squeezed whatever remaining liquid there was in the sauerkraut out of it. You don't want a lot of moisture in these pockets, or it'll be nice and gummy on the inside. Alrighty. Sauerkraut on. In with our cheese. So I'm just going to break the Swiss cheese up a little bit. So it's probably about a slice and a half for each of the Hot Pockets here. And there we go. Let me go ahead and put the top on. Just make sure everything is underneath the top, not sticking out. Kind of press the edges. Put my other top on. Now, I'm going to just go ahead and roll this dough over on itself to crimp these shut. Don't want these leaking out. There we go. Get the other one done here. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a little bit of everything bagel topping, kind of put it on my paper here. I'm just going to push that down on top of there. There you go. All right, they're stuffed. They're ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and set the air fryer up here. It's going to be 350 degrees for 10 minutes. All right, Hot Pockets are ready. We're going to go ahead and get our air fryer set up here. I'm going to go ahead and lightly spritz the pan. Do not want these sticking. I'm not going to preheat. And just go straight in. 2 of them fit nice and easily in there. Probably get 4 if I wanted to. Air fry, 10 minutes, 350 degrees. There we go. Now for our sauce. While our pockets are cooking away in there, I'm making a sort of like a 1,000 ounce, but it's not. Actually, it's kind of far from it. I've got some ketchup here. I've got a tablespoon of horseradish. I want to add a little heat, and I have some mayo here. So that's all my sauce is going to be. I've got the mayo, got the ketchup, I got my horseradish, and because I can, right? Try to keep things simple. The horseradish is going to give it a nice little zing. Okay, nicely mixed. Bingo! That is kicking. You gotta try that. Okay, while my Reuben Hot Pockets is finishing off in here, let's start assembling the ingredients for our next Hot Pocket, or empanada. So I have some leftover taco meat from this week, and so I was thinking, oh, let me try some empanada. I mean, think of all the different possibilities you can do with these pockets. So I was thinking maybe an empanada. So I'm going to take the taco meat, throw in some black beans, I have some diced, minced jalapeno for a little bit of heat. And then we're going to go in with some cilantro. About 2 tablespoons of cilantro. Oh, forgot. Got to put the cheese in there as well. I got some shredded cheddar. If you had some Jack, that would probably be even better. But hey, this is what I have. This is what I'm going to use. Probably got about, I don't know, third of a cup, quarter of a cup of cheese in there. I'm just going to go ahead and mix this up. Alright, that's ready to go. We'll set this to the side. And let's go ahead, while we're still waiting, and make our next sauce. So for this sauce, more simple ingredients. I have some taco sauce that I had. So I've got about 3 tablespoons of taco sauce. And I'm going to put about another tablespoon of cilantro in here. I wish I had some chipotle chili powder, but I don't. So I'm just going to go with some smoked paprika for some smokiness. And I'm going to hit it with some sour cream. Let me get a spoon. Probably hit it with about, I don't know, two tablespoons of sour cream. There we go. That's looking good. I know this is going to taste good. I usually make this for my tacos as well. Alright, let's give this a taste. That's kicking. Alrighty. Well, we get about 7 minutes. I'm going to clean up the mess here, and we'll come back and see how our pockets are doing. We'll be back. Okay, 5 minutes. They're looking good so far. Let's give these a turn. We'll get the bottoms cooked off here, and we'll be back. Our Hot Pockets are done. Take a look at those. Woohoo! They're hot. I'm not even going to try to even cut into them right now. Well, while my Reubens were finishing up there, I took the liberty and got my dough ready for my empanadas. So let me go ahead and get these fillings on the dough. Probably about 2 tablespoons full. They're going to puff up nicely. I might make quesadillas with the leftovers over there. I'm always making enough that I'm maybe getting at least two or three meals out of what I cook. I'm basically cooking 2 meals ahead all the time. Well, at least on the weekends. All right, seal these up. Now I could have taken and not split these in half, made the dough a lot bigger and just did a half fold on these. I could have done that. Would have saved me some time. I could also crimp these with a fork, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to kind of flute them like so. Kind of make it look rustic. Move that dough away from the edges. Get the other top on there. Spread them out. Now I have some cornmeal over here. When I'm done getting these ready, I want to kind of dust these with a little cornmeal. Give them a little extra crispiness. I haven't tried this. So this will definitely be a little trial. Okay, so I'm going to put some cornmeal on a little spot there. And I'm going to just rub the top in it. Rub the top in it. Give it a little bit of a spray. Now, again, 350. I'm going to cut this down to 8 minutes. I actually shaved 2 minutes off of these as I was watching them. So I'm going to go with 8 minutes this time. And so let's get these in, and then hopefully we'll pull all this together. We'll come back and I'll show you some neat little ideas you can have fun with. So we'll be right back. Look at these beauties. Ha ha! They are looking good and they are smelling good. Before we go any further though, let me go ahead and do my episode shout out. And this episode is dedicated to all you sailors that ever went to boot camp down at NETC, Orlando, Florida. Long been closed, but you know, I'm glad I didn't go down there because that would have been hot and steamy. So hats off to you all that had to endure that. So this episode is dedicated to you. All right, hey, let's try these out. Let's go in with the first one that we made, the Reuben. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut this in half first. Ha 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 ha! Look at that! Oh, mia Dio! That smells good. Give it a little dip in the sauce, the Reuben sauce. Wow. That's fantastic. That's not like those Hot Pockets you get frozen in the store. That is kicking. My God. With the everything bagel topping on the dough, that really adds a nice little zing to it as well. That sauce, spot on. The cheese is melted. The dough is not undercooked. Absolutely perfect. That's a winner. Now, let's go into these, I'm calling them empanadas. Hey, if they're not empanadas, don't kill me. That's what I'm going to call them. Go ahead and cut this one in half. Oh, mia Dio. I'm getting the jalapeno there. And, hey, I'm not going to try the sauce first. I'm just going to go as is. You're gonna make these. Seriously. Like, as always, you saw just how easy it is to make. Super simple. Another thing that you can be doing with the kids or the grandkids, and they're not gonna burn themselves on hot oil or what have you. Things that you may have around the house. And you gotta do it. Seriously, you gotta do it. So hey, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and most importantly, share it right over here. Pow! Hit that logo. That makes it so much easier to subscribe to my channel. So until next time, thanks, and we'll see you.